Now at 5 o'clock, nearly 36 people shot in a span of 3 days. Philadelphia was once again rattled by deadly gun violence this weekend. And tonight, city leaders are looking for ways to tackle this problem. It's Monday night. The big story on Action News is the effort to curb the violence in the city and prevent more tragedies.
Officials say they're working on a concrete plan right now to get this done. Action News reporter Walter Perez is live in the Satellite Center with those details. Walter.
And Sherry and Rick, as you know, I worked this weekend and reports of violence were coming in left and right. And this was actually the second weekend in a row that ended with more than 20 people shot. The numbers are staggering. 27 shooting incidents with 35 victims in Philadelphia. 28 of those victims were wounded, 7 were killed. And all of that violence occurring over the past 3 days alone. Vanessa Garrett Harley, Deputy Manager for Criminal Justice and Public Safety, says that as someone who was born and raised in Philadelphia, the spike in violence across the city over the past several weeks has affected her on a professional and personal level.
Some of their family members were close friends of mine. And so when you have to look at these family members and talk to these people and see the grief and the anguish on a mother's face or a grandmother's face, it's difficult. And for me, it's very difficult.
The weekend violence included a shooting during a block party in North Philadelphia. 5 people were injured when at least one person opened fire during the annual event, which ironically is held in remembrance of an 18-year-old basketball star who was shot and killed 7 years ago. Garrett Harley says part of the city's plan to address the issue is a recently launched initiative called Group Violence Intervention, or GVI.
It is an evidence-based model that has worked in many other jurisdictions. Many of the other big cities have used it, and it has helped them to decrease their shootings. And we are optimistic about it.
The GVI model includes a much stronger role for social services as a means of guiding at-risk youth away from the streets. But she admits the plan's success hinges on the willingness of people all across the city to work with local authorities.
It's going to take the community at a much greater level, working with police and violence prevention and just all of us addressing these issues at the same time to say that we've all reached the same boiling point. Enough is enough.
We should also mention there were at least 3 stabbings in Philadelphia this weekend as well. And as of tonight, homicides in Philadelphia are up approximately 30% over this time last year. Reporting live from the Satellite Center, Walter Perez, Channel 6 Action News.